I haven't played anywhere near as much Age of Empires as I have, well, Age of Empires 1 as I have Age of Empires 2, but this is how I like to play it. Alright. I'm going to give myself a slight advantage with three teammates because, as I said, I'm not good at the game yet, but I quite like to have the AI at the hardest level. When Thingy comes out, the Rise of Rome expansion pack, I will be able to. I'll probably try and play it properly.
Homie, you're an idiot. Good night.
No, no.
Moron.
Yep, that was Hot Crick coming on to tell me that it's a bad idea for me to be streaming just before bed. But yes, so I'll be playing as the Choson. I know the meta used to be that it was the Shang you played as, but at the same time, I really don't mind. One of my enemies will also be the Choson, and they will be teamed up with the Yamato. There is a canonical reason why some of these are who they are, but I'll go. I'll save that for. Well, I might explain it. I might not. But they're based on certain empires that we fought back in the day when I was a galactic conqueror. 50 is the recommended value, so that's what I will be playing with. Resources default, speed default, everything mostly default. Highland, because there is no like forest on this game. And yes, I will. I will see if I can survive before my meds kick in. Right. Now, remember, I play Age of Empires 2, so there is no guarantee that I will know anything about what I'm doing or how to play this game properly. I will possibly, there's a strong possibility I will be using Age of Empires 2 strategies in Age of Empires 1, and that they won't work. But once again, I never know. All I can do is try and hope that I don't get immediately killed. That does happen sometimes. If the enemy decides to kill me first, I'm dead. Like, I cannot an army that early on in the game. Right, I know that we got to start off by picking berries. Luckily, I am starting near enough elephants that I am in somewhat of a good position. Right. How many? That's 5. I may want to. Where is the best place for me to build a gold mine? Because if I build it there, I have a closer thing to that. Well, not a gold mine, a storage pit. If I build it here, then I actually have pretty good access to food and stuff, which I think is actually more necessary. Yeah, so I'm going to train a few guys, pop them up here, so I can get food more easily, because the food drops off at the storage pit, which is the same as your wood drops off as. So if I, in fact, I'll have some guys start off cutting down the local forests instead of going all the way out there. You know, already tell the amount of swinging minutes I've lost just trying to figure out what to play here, what the build order is, because yeah, I don't have one. I can only hope. Oh, I hope for the best that I can get something out, and I'll send the rest back to go work on those berry bushes. can at least get these guys to. I'll have them cut down that tree. Have him build a house. Like, I don't think I've got my timing perfect on that, but it's better than nothing, I guess. These guys, hopefully, they'll be able to deposit enough wood that there will be enough Right, okay, I'm gonna go up here and thingy that, build the storage pit down here, start gathering all this wood, and then and hopefully the elephants around it. That's my own fault for being like that. I've lost a few seconds. I do the old boar lure, but the swinging is it never seems to be as effective as I'd like it to be in this. I don't know if I'm just doing it wrong. Right. I do say every once in a while I do miss the Shang and their 50 food villagers. Like, well, 50 food villagers, 40 food villagers, because geez, do you miss it once you have it. Like, but I also I like the Choson bonus to infantry health, and I prefer not to play the meta if at all possible, just because I think it's cheesy, quite frankly. But you know, so I understand. You know, swinging, you want to win, but if I always think to myself, if I'm playing to win, then I have a reason to lose. You know, or at least I have a reason to be frustrated if I lose. So I really don't like being. I really don't like trying to play the meta. I like playing for fun, like even if it's, you know, non-competitive. You know. At the very least, like, you know, something. It has its benefits, at least, or at least I'd like to think it does. These guys have actually moved out far enough that I can move them to the storage pit. I'm actually going to make him build a barracks. It's good to build a barracks earlier on than it is later, I think. That being said, I could really do with the food bonus of building a granary and taking this berry bush up here. But I also understand the ability not to. Sometimes you just. Sometimes it's more important to get the barracks out just because you need it to build the buildings that you need to advance. And I kinda need to focus on advancing. This game is not kind to you if you don't, you know. Yeah, that should be enough that I can build another granary up here. That's a dock. Where's granary? There's granary. Have these guys gather the rest of the berries that are down here, and I'm in a really good position in terms of food, so I should be fine if I just keep going with this. And I got hope that I don't run into any enemies that decide that I'm worth taking down, because I'm not in the thingy position this time round. I'm not in the pocket, so they've got a reason to try and kill me. So, but I do not want to stay in the Stone Age for much longer. Right. Yeah, Age of Empires 1 is actually the first Age of Empires game I ever saw anybody play. My friend back in Primary 1, as in like the very first year of school, had it on his PC, and I was just amazed by it, because especially by its map editor. It was the first RTS game I'd ever seen anybody play, and it was just really cool that you could build a city and, like, gather stone and stuff like that and hunt. And it's like you build up a big city and a big army, and that was really cool to me, right? I'd never seen anything like it. I need to gold. But yeah, eventually I would go to somewhere else and I would find Age of Empires 2, which would be the first one that I properly owned. And the first one I properly loved, because swinging, I swear, Age of Empires 2 is the best game of all time. It is. It's really hard to beat. So even though I do quite like Age of Empires 1, I know that it's not actually something shared between all of my friends, just as people who are really interested in history, because it doesn't get the history quite right at times, I'll say. It's not entirely good at it. They're like the civs are based on, well, outdated information, I would say, in terms of a lot of what we found out about these civilizations. Some civilizations that should have strong walls are aren't given strong walls. Like the Assyrians being a swinging archer civilization for what appears to be no reason, and we got the Hittites, right? No heavy chariot upgrade, swinging. So you got chariots, you got the siphon, you got the chariot upgrades, but swinging Hittites were a swinging chariot civilization. And you got stuff like that. Swinging strong walled Uruk and stuff like that. Sumerians. Swinging, yeah. No walls. No good walls. Completely average walls. And yeah, so I know some people are not so happy with the historical inaccuracy of the game. I judge entirely from judging entirely from gameplay. I quite like it, It's swinging. It's the first time I've had swinging 800 food in the swinging Dark Age, the swinging Stone Age. It's just because I've got lucky with the elephant spawning. And it's like, oh wow, 5 elephants around me. Swinging means I can just instantly go for all of the food. Yeah, and I can go for one more elephant. Don't have to go for farms yet. Don't have the swinging wood for farms yet. Probably turn these guys into woodcutters once the thing is done. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I am gonna have to build houses though. I'm looking at that, I'm like, oof. What's that?
Umbis.
House, please.
Allemaal. Zo kan ta.
I say I don't need to farm yet. That's fine, do.
Umbis.
Yeah, that's
Zo kan ta.
yep, you have to just deposit your thing and go chopping wood. I need that wood chopped. And the last 3 saying back to farming.
Umbis. Oklema. Umbis. Allemaal.
Yes, please advance quickly. I don't want to stay in the Dark Age for this long.
Umbis.
There we go. I do in fact have a guy ready to build whatever. I think. Do I have 2 builders anywhere?
Allemaal.
I don't know. Don't think so. Is it a good idea to be building slingers? I don't know. I honestly don't. But it's a case of like, what can I build with the resources I have? The answer is anything ranged, because food is very resource intensive. $12. No, I need more people on food. Oh yeah, I forget. I have an ally who may want some of that food. Oh, there's 2 more elephants. Hunt them. It's not as urgent anymore, but it's saying still is. You might want to stay in the Bronze Age for just a while longer, because it's not exactly the game's not exactly nice to you if you get caught in a rush. That's what I was saying. Though, I know that I need the upgrade for these guys, and I need it fast. The woodcutters, yeah, I'll swing and get bronze shield. I don't get very good anti-archer infantry as the Choson, but I'll swing and get something. I can get 3 farms up. I'd like to get a 4th, but that's not up to me, I guess. I'll send him over, and then he can build the farm. Yeah. Sometimes it's about doing what you can instead of what's best, you know? What do you mean? He's a hunter? Oh, whoops, sorry. I thought you were a soldier. And he's done with whatever he's done. I have. You can build. I still need people on farms. I'll need to put this guy back on coin after this. I won't be able to swing and keep people on that forever. Soon I might be unlucky and my allies might get attacked. They seem to be doing fine right now though. Right. If I can get to full power, I should have this. If. Government centre should get me logistics. Logistics should get me good thingy. Is there? Yeah, there is actually gold mines that aren't too far away. Yeah, there's one up there. Probably still need to protect that one though. It is so odd having saying gold be my limiting factor, but it makes sense. Yeah, there we go. So it's okay then. The most you can be my enemy then. Cojones. Unfortunately, there's no good slinger civs, I would say, in this. I don't know if that's just me not knowing the game very well, but the you know, swinging. You get logistics here. I don't have enough gold for logistics, but one of them, someone tried to swing, killing my guys. Smeg you. I should probably build a storage pit here, just to help with the collection of gold, because that's something I may need soon. Abdacus. Oh yeah, it was the market. The market is what? Oh crap, they've got chariots. Roll the old chariot along, roll the old chariot along, roll the old chariot along, and roll the something. I'll want to build more barracks as soon. Smegin charioteers now raiding my Smegin villagers. They can just mine some gold right now, because gold is what I need. What do you mean I don't have enough gold for logistics? Right. Right, okay. What was I going to do now? I was going to do something before I got interrupted by them. I'm going to research logistics now at least. Yeah. Okay, cool. That's not my allies, because I know I've got one Choson ally, and that is kind of scary if one of my allies goes down, because I have nothing that can support them. Right. I'll upgrade my farms at least, if I can just get enough I know that bowmen aren't. Oh, saying if I look at the bowmen and I look at the archer, the slingers, it's like, you know, saying they're actually quite comparable, which isn't a good thing. As much as I would like better slingers, slingers are very much a they're not meant to compete with the rest of the guys. That was what I was going to do. I was going to use one of my gold miners to build another barracks because I'm gonna need them. Gonna need more swordsmen. If I can get as much swordsmen as possible, I might be able to survive the onslaught. And if I can get to thingy, I can't research fanaticism just yet. But if I can get to the point where I can, I hear the I'm getting attacked mod noise. This makes it exciting. Monks. Oh good. The builders swinging off again. For barracks. More soldiers can't hurt. Oh, for smike's sake, they came from behind. Wow, I don't exactly faring to. Oh god. This is before town bell was invented as well. Yep, smeg off, smeg off, smeg off. Saying many chariots are all Egyptian chariots as well. If I leave the Egyptians get a bonus to charioteers. We're going to be annoying about it as well and just have be very slightly out of range. I've got to restock all of my farmers. How many farmers do they even manage to kill? Right, I've got 8 guys doing that. I should probably just snag in. If he's gonna be like that, I really should just raid him. It's not like I don't have the resources to do so. Especially while I build up my food again. Oh, for smeg's sake! Smeg off! Oh, they even got smeg monks. Right, Footmost is the swinging Egyptian guy I am fighting, isn't he? Yeah, he is. Okay. Oh, don't. Don't crash on me now.
Umbis.
You know, I used to play this game with the thing of like building slightly more villagers than I needed to, because I assumed that when I got there I would be, you know, I would lose more villagers. I'm not going to actually attack with them. I don't actually have the food left to replenish my old forces. At the very least, I have the wood too, yeah. And I also have the gold too. At least I'm hoping that I can do enough damage to this guy's economy that he can smeg off for at least a little bit. Because he's still sending smegging charioteers. What the smeg? I can't remember what's good against charioteers. I know smegging camels are. Like, my initial reaction is to build more of these broadswordsmen, because in Age of Empires 2 champions are good against them, but I don't know if that's the case in Age of Empires 1. At least things are going well here. Yeah, I'm definitely damaging them. I've got more than enough gold that I'm actually quite good with what I have right now. Right, he can go there. Go for at least 2 more farmers, because one up here, which I hope isn't misaligned, and then one down here, and I have a pretty decent farm layout. At the very least, one that doesn't activate the OCD too much. Oh good, my allies are helping. That being said, my other allies are getting wrecked. Yeah. At the very least, we are at an advantage. We got a 2-1. If I can age up and get some legionaries, then we will be definitely in a very good position. Right. Okay, I hope I haven't overdone my villagers, but it'll help me level up. So. Help me age up at least. It's fine. Yeah, they cannot stand up to my numbers. I think that's them. I could, and half of me feels like I should help my ally down south by attacking purple. So I'm going to do that now. As I said, I have the resources that I can just rebuild this army. If this guy doesn't surrender, but I think he will. He is on his own according to the scoreboard, so yeah, Tang. Technically I could also start building bowmen, but I don't really want to. Nah, I don't actually need more stone, I need more food. At least I've gotten a hang of the early game, I think. I'm not in such a bad position as I usually am. I fought off a Smeggin early rush, which is something. I'm not usually able to do that. I'm actually high score right now, and it's my hardest AIs. Admittedly, yeah, I've got 2 AIs helping, so it's like, you know, it's not too much of a thing. It's like I am at an advantage. I did start with a pretty significant advantage, but I've held my own a bit, you know, saying it's not something to be angry about. You know, see, swinging. Oh no, it's swinging Greeks. They're building hot plates. Yep, 900 food even. I've got a random broadswordsman down here. Guess he didn't want to join the marching troop to
Abadacus.
Come on, should shoot down at purple. Jimmy. Emperor shooting Jimmy. Right, okay, cool. I can age up. Right. Now I have to actually wait a while for my economy to recover from aging up. Because this is one of the few things where... Oh crap, how many Smeggin phalanxes does he have? I might regret having sent my army forward. Right. Oh, only one thing to do. And that's to continue building an army.
Welcome. Alama. Umbis. Harai.
Worst case scenario, I can build Smeggin
Umbis.
axemen, so...
Hello. Umbis.
So. Yeah. So it's yellow that's my ally, not green. So I'm maybe snagged if I continue down that path. I've got enough storage facility money. Where is it? Yeah, there we go. I can build the storage pit up there and start gathering that gold. Once again, it's not really worth it to build axemen, but saying I don't want to be caught out in the dark with them, you know. If they catch you out with them, just a Smeggin broadswordsman, you can be a little bit smegged. At least I find so, anyway. Axemen just cost so much food. Like, it doesn't look like it. It's like, oh, it's 50 food. That's, you know, that's worth it. It's, you know, broadswordsman, that's 15 gold. Oh, that's expensive. But the save that it does on food, you know, the extra 15 food, the amount that you need to spend on aging up, it's like, no, it's entirely worth it to trade in for that 15 gold for a much better troop. It is so much more resource efficient. I like that this game does actually give you the opportunity to go quantity as well as quality. But you know, saying it doesn't. It also doesn't sugarcoat it. You know, and it's like yeah, you can go quality, you can go quantity, but always remember you're taking a risk when you do that. Fanaticism, right? That means I can research legionaries. Yeah, watch my health go up significantly on these guys. I've also got to get so much food from this. But when I do, I'll be almost unstoppable, I think. Because once you got good enough numbers on Choson swordsmen, then they become really good. Yeah, there's the Greeks. I'll actually keep most of them behind. I'll send about 5 to go kill that phalanx. Yeah, once again you can see saying 42. Because of logistics, my swordsmen only take up half a Smeggin pop cap, so it's actually really good to have these guys. And it's like, if you look at the sheer Smeggin attack that these phalanxes have, it may look like they're in a better spot, but I actually almost matched them for health, right? If it weren't for the fact that I don't match them for health and I need to research Smeggin long swordsmen, I would match them for health, and it would actually be really good for killing these guys, and I would have won this fight, which I have not won. Now I match them for health. Yeah, sending some more guys. 1,400 I need. going to just hope that this is enough for now, and I can save up that money, because they are otherwise trying to attack my guys. You can also build horse archers, but I don't want to use food. That's the thing. Food is so precious in this game. Like, food's nothing in Age of Empires 2, but it's everything in this. I'm reminded of something that one of the designers said about this game, where it's like, saying, how do you beat elephants in this game? They're so powerful. And he simply replied, the good thing about elephants is that they're so open-minded. Like, saying, apparently converging is how you do it, because this game was before. This game doesn't have an equivalent to, what's it called? Heresy, that's it. I think the sleeping pills are starting to kick in a little bit. Oh, he killed off one of my Smegan miners. Yeah, if you allow the Greeks to go full on with their phalanxes, you get the same result as going all out with these long swordsmen. Like, you become there are several ways to become an unstoppable ball in this game. And I don't know what happens when an unstoppable ball meets another unstoppable ball. Those are the Egyptians there. I assume that the Greeks will be there. Okay. Oh crap, am I building slingers? I need that pop for swordsman. Once I've got legionaries, they have like so much health. Metallurgy's really good as well. That's plus 3 hand attack. I need to wait for the thing. I can probably wait because I've got enough people gathering food. It's not that much in terms of gold. That's purple down. I've really got to start going all out. They will come after me soon. So we got Shamash and Themistocles, who I can possibly face off against, but hopefully my allies will also be. Hopefully one of my allies will be. Cojones. Yeah, as I thought, the Sven Greeks are back. Come on, I need the troops. Yeah, they're just killing all my gold miners. I'm hoping at the very least I can outnumber them. If I can't produce Smegan Academy troops that I need to deal with them. See, 220 health, right? That's significant. Like, what can deal with something that's got 220 health? Like they got half the health I have, right? Come on. Did they get lost or something? Ah, crap! They're winning the battle. Oh crap! I'm hoping one of my allies will help. Oh, the Greeks and their sciences. At the very least, I might be able to split them up with my forces and attempt to counter like that. So you need really. Oh crap! He's sent in the swinging phalanxes. Like, the phalanxes are actually quite good against my troops because of the swinging. They're practically Teutonic knights. And now he's sent in swinging guys to kill my swinging. I'm out of food as well. I gotta hope that I can recover from this. I don't think I can actually, because I've not got enough food for villagers. I'll have to try and sacrifice some legionaries. Two will hopefully be enough that I can thingy that. At least Red's fighting off the swinging Assyrians. It's not quite like Age of Empires 2 where I can just sort of buy everything I need from the market. It's like there's nothing I can do with all of this wood. All I can do is hope that they don't build more swinging. More swinging phalanxes. I'll just try and use this guy to raid a little bit. Nope, he definitely has enough phalanxes, oh Jesus. Can I build anything without food? Can I snag? My allies are at least scouting for the Assyrians right now. They might not be able to help me, but they might be able to help themselves. I'm doing small damage to them. I got some still back at home, but I do not have enough villagers to keep up food production. Not in the slightest. Where are my woodcutters, right?
Hombres.
Oh.
Hombres.
You can farm for food. And you can farm for food. And you can farm for food. And you can farm for food. Yeah, I don't know if I can switch the cataphracts right now. To Choson even get decent cavalry. They do actually get decent cavalry. Yeah.
Hombres.
Hmm. 13 plus 7, there's is 30 plus 4. Jesus. Yeah, those things are pure quality. Ah, crap. Oh crap, yep, I'm dead. Come on. Escape, you little one, escape. Yeah, don't look like my allies are doing too well. I'll build the town centre. Oh yeah, it does not look like I'm winning this. Which is a shame, because I started off really well, I thought. But yeah, it looks like I wasn't able to protect my allies. I probably should have done a better job of that. I thought that once we'd taken out the Assyrians that we could just sort of march on and we would be an unstoppable force, but it turns out not. Maybe I should go back to my tank strategy of building cavalry. Yeah. Svegan, I do not have the resources to keep going with that. I'll let them destroy my old houses. But in return, I need to build Svegan farms, and I need Svegan axemen. I just need numbers out to try and defeat the Assyrians, I think. That last woodcutter. Svegan, build me a farm. Build a farm in this direction, I think. All we got to do is keep building. Build as much as I can of just swinging houses and just be some numbers to back up my allies. That's all I need. If at all possible, we need to have Smigan, Shamash and Themistocles start fighting each other, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Can't rely on it, at least. I know this is a little bit of a scummy tactic in terms of multiplayer, but I'm playing against AI, so I don't really care. There we go. Gonna keep building villagers. So that's all I gotta do, I just gotta keep building villagers. Got one guy out for the rest.
Alamar. Umbis. Umbis. Umbis.
I'll do that instead. They're just destroying my extra buildings, which once again, that's okay. I don't need them anymore. Well, technically I needed them, but again, I'm rebuilding my base. This is my last shot at this, so I'm gonna have to basically just build swinging axemen. I need to just be numbers.
Umbis. Umbis.
Once again, more villagers, more villagers.
Umbis.
More villagers, more food. More food, more axemen. More axemen, more of a chance of survival.
Umbis. Rogan?
That's a little of that chance. It is. Are we at least in their base destroying the dudes? Because I don't think we are. Have we even found their base? Oh, we have. In that case, it literally is just dudes on the ground. That's what I need to be.
Umbis.
I really shouldn't worry about the neatness of my farms while I'm like, at death's door, honestly.
Umbis. Alright. Umbis.
Once again, rushing villagers. Rush villagers, get swinging. Rush villagers, get food, get axes. Get axes, get numbers. My ally is defeated.
Umbis. Umbis.
And with that, I should start being troops on the ground. I found my swinging forward base, for snake's sake.
Umbis.
I once again press the slinger button when I mean to press the legionary one.
Hombres. Okay, ma. Hombres. Hombres, sames. Hombres.
Yep, okay. The Syrian foot soldiers shouldn't be able to stand up to Svei and Choson legionaries. Their cavalry might have something to say about me though, that's the only thing.
Hombres.
Gonna have to do what I can to withstand this attack.
Hombres. Hombres.
So again, once again, men on the ground. That's all I need. Men on the ground. Doesn't matter if they're expensive. I just need men on the ground.
Hombres.
Right. I've almost got enough people gathering wood that I don't have to worry that much.
Hombres. Hombres.
Is that one of ours? Is. Oh, should hopefully be enough.
Hombres. Hombres. Hombres.
Can I at least try and put up a fight? That's all I want to do. I don't want them to think taking my territory is going to be easy. Because it's not. They want to take mine, they got to swing and struggle for it. Okay, that's actually enough legionary training. I think I can start training Axemen now and just logistically smeg and weed them out. I'm hoping it works at least. As I said, troops on the ground. If I can be nothing, I can be troops on the ground. It's not exactly been the best in terms of how this game has developed onwards, but I'm still in it. I'm not dead yet. They're both in different teams. I still have hope Jeez. Like, the thing says that I get bonuses to Axeman, right? Yeah, yeah. 5, 15, 20, 60, 80, yeah, okay, so it's only 5 hit points worth of, yeah. Whether they only cost 1 resource, it should be fine.
Zombies. Zombies.
So what else am I meant to do? Am I meant to send Svein Bowman up here? Svein, I don't have the Svein Bowman to do anything. Safe chariots might be good, but I don't have the Svein money for safe chariots. Hopefully I can at least outgold them.
Zombies. Zombies.
Yeah, that should be enough to rebuild my entire force. I've got 3 houses on the go. Don't know if I've got any granaries. I've met their infantry on the battlefield. Their swordsmen are good, but mine are better. Yeah, you're saying an early game civ. I'm a late game civ. I should be able to wreck you. Once again, troops on the ground. They aren't very good troops, but troops are troops nonetheless. Do I get decent swinging stone throwers? How far can my guys fling their swords? Their stone. They actually fling it quite far. Unfortunately, I don't have any stone, but swinging. If I did, they would be good at it. For fuck's sake. Sounding terrible pathing. I look forward to them improving the pathing and snagging the Rise of Rome expansion. Return of Rome, whatever. Pathing is one of those things in the game that I'm like, oh yeah, I don't miss that. I do miss some of the old campaigns I used to make, but I don't know how I made those, so... Once again, troops on the ground. I'll just constantly build troops, and I'll constantly send them. Don't know my allies need anything. It's not building much anymore. I need a market to pay tribute. Oh well, I don't have a market. You can get your own resources then. As far as I can tell, the only last remaining things anybody can build are bowmen and swinging axemen. Bowmen, axemen, chariots. They got to roll the old chariot along. I've built a significant base in his base, but in return I can keep up an assault, so as much as we are completely lacking in terms of any kind of ability to attack. This is a trash force. Trash forces, even in Age of Empires, have never really been that good. There is not enough gold in this map for me to properly do anything about it. What would, if this was a human player, I'd immediately tell him, hey, I'm gonna sling you a whole bunch of resources, build as much cavalry as you can, and smeg those Greeks up. But I can't, as he's an AI, and he wouldn't listen. Nah. The thing isn't as detailed as the Age of Empires 2 one. Maybe that's something they're going to implement. I'm half thinking, like saying, axes are a whole lot more economically efficient than swords, right? But the problem is that they can't exactly. They're not very defensive. They're very offensive weapons. Like, there have been some people who can parry with axes, but they're really not built for it. And there's most of the time to defend with an axe, you swing it around your head, keep them at bay with the length and the just sheer quickness, because you do have a speed advantage if you're using an axe over a sword. That is something that has been observed by many people in many fights. Yeah. I'm maintaining production at least. Maintaining it. My farms, they're getting rebuilt, and my army, it's getting rebuilt. Oh, he isn't in best condition, but it's in a condition, at least. I was hoping this would be a quick game, but unfortunately, that's my own smeg up. Yeah, okay, I'm going to get wrecked immediately. Yeah, immediately my army is crushed. I was at least doing something, but I do need troops on the ground. The only way I can win this is through troops on the ground. That is a decent supply of gold there. Can't mine from it. It's too dangerous to mine from it. I'm gonna have to keep a thing in. Might build some more villagers in order to keep up production of economy a bit. If I can build foot soldiers, I should. they are like significantly more effective. Right, storage pit. 120. And as far as I can tell, nobody has discovered it. What do you mean not enough wood? I have no idea what happened to that wood, so sending another attack. Once again, I'm just using numbers to walk right past everything into their fit place and just being annoying as I can. Am I running out? Well, I think Operation Speed didn't work. I'm going to guess I should attack move. It's not like they level up with every kill they get these days. Yeah, at least the Shang they're making some actual progress here. I was kind of worried that I'm not getting progress from where it counts. Don't look like I am there. I think I might actually be able to do this and it'll be worth it. Yeah, because if I can get a decent amount of troopers up here and just guarding this area, I can probably keep producing legionaries. And if I can keep producing legionaries, I've got an army that actually works instead of an army. Oh, hello, Funties. Oh, it's just a yeah, okay. It's just a bot. So I get for streaming this late at night, I guess. But yeah, it's fine. Yeah, either way, I'm still having fun. This is the kind of game I would usually play single player because it's one of these little. It's not quite. It's almost an experimental game. I want to see what happens if I am under one thing, and I want to. I'm constantly trying to improve my skills to the point where it kind of works. Right, okay, where was it? There we go. Storage pit. Right, I get the storage pit, and if I can protect it for long enough, I can get more legionaries. And if I get more legionaries, I can get an army that actually swing works. Yeah, because right now this one is going to struggle. Normally I don't like to mix the swinging, the axes and the swords, but So I might need to this time around because they're not going to take care of themselves this time around. He's retreating. I need to hope that he doesn't retreat too much. If he retreats too much, I might be snide. But at the same time, like at the very least, he's got. Yeah, he's sending some reinforcements. Anything's better than nothing, which is why I'm building Axemen. Because Axemen are practically nothing.
Somas. Ibortade. Somas.
Cool.
Ibortade.
Yeah. Alright. Fill up this army with fill up the rest of this army with Axemen and hope that I can gather enough gold that my next army can be legionaries. At least that's my plan. Apparently still got 6 people on wood. I don't know where they are. They're apparently gathering from all over the place. I'm kind of keeping up with the thingy production. There we go. If I do this and then send these guys out, the next army I build should be all legionaries. That is also assuming that they don't immediately destroy me, which is a possibility. It has happened before. Alright, okay. Yep, there we go. I can build a significant amount more legionaries. Legionaries will do damage against Ashurbanipal, not Ashurbanipal, Shamash. There was another game where I was fighting Ashurbanipal. Whereas my farmers they're working the hardest. All is going well so far. It looks like I may be able to go for a bit of a comeback here. That is if they don't find my little storage pit here. Right. My wood is stable. Half of me does think I should build a friggin' storage pit here though. I'll do that. Should hopefully get me more wood. Got half a proper army on its way. I've got allies who seem to be able to deal with them over there, and if they aren't, I should be able to build more here. They do seem to both be relying on heavy infantry though, which might be a little bit difficult for me. That is the sound of being attacked right here. Ah, no, I am attacking, which is why I'm there defending. So I'm actually in a decent position. Well, while that's going on, I'm gonna build another wonder. Not build another wonder, build another barracks. Snake, I've got 10 minutes left on my battery. I've once again clicked the slinger button instead of the legionary button. but if I'm lucky, this game shouldn't have much left in it. So I've got a decent army on its way, and my allies have already destroyed most of the city. So if I can do a if we can do a two-pronged attack on the Greeks, we might be able to actually win it, especially if we've got a functioning economy. Yeah. Two more of these, and that should keep my economy running as I build enough of an army that should wreck Shamash. Themistocles is also attacking them, which is exactly what I needed them to do, which is giving us a breath of life in the game. Something I think fell off the table. Yeah. Archers, cavalry. But yeah, I can build infantry very speedily now. This little town centre should be dying soon. Shamash shouldn't have much left in him. Unfortunately, I don't actually remember who Shamash and Themistocles are, as much as I do like history. I don't recognise. Well, I recognise Themistocles, but I don't remember why. The only one out of these I actually recognise is actually Jimmu Tenno. Emperor Jimmu, I believe, was the first emperor of Japan. There we go. Right, Shamash has resigned. I'm going to turn around now and march on this snakehead. And the result should be that I am unstoppable, because I have an ally with me. And that ally should be able to bring the anti-heavy infantry that I need to use my light infantry to just swing and wreck his buildings. So when I first built this game, my first enemies were the Babylonians, and all they did was build huge towers, right? And those towers would absolutely wreck everything I sent against them, and I had no idea how I was meant to deal with them. Now I'm like, yeah, I'll just use infantry to destroy buildings. And I'm like, how does that work now? It's very possible I'm still weak against the Babylonians, and I've just not played against them since. Let's find out what siege they have. Once again, I'm in no position to worry. I fully rebuilt. Say fully, I've more or less rebuilt. I'm gonna constantly send troops up there, and I'm gonna hope that they actually destroy that town, because I have an army, basically I have an economy fully militarized. Fully militarized and ready. Yeah. These guys still haven't been seen. Themistocles probably won't find them. Yeah, I've got no more troops down there. They're all heading towards their northern base, which should hopefully catch them by surprise. Worst case scenario, it won't, and I'll need to send another army, but then decent towers. Oh, just to raid these guys basically. Just destroy all of the villagers that I can. Yep, destroy their farmers, because their farmers will produce them food which they need to build troops. And if I can just stop them building troops, I should be able to win. So yeah, gonna send some more army on the way. Their towers are nothing to me now. That being said, they are sending heavy infantry, which might be something to me now. This is at least economic damage. Right, where is your economy? You're hiding villagers here. It's my retarded pathfinding. Oh, and I stopped building troops for a little bit. Whoops. Right, okay, come on. Yeah, they've started seeing through my strategy, it seems. At the very least, I seem to be doing enough damage that, like, they have to be hurting economically, right? It can't be just a thing of them not, you know? So if they're not hurting economically, then something's swinging wrong and they're cheating. I mean, I don't know if the AI in this cheats. A lot of things, a lot of RTS games they do. But I found with a lot of modern ones at least, they often say that they're cheating to give you a little heads up. Even in Age of Empires 4, the one thing that I liked about the AI was that it didn't cheat. But if you look at it now, there's options to allow it to cheat. When I first went into it, into my game development course, when the introductions was was the idea of AI that to help, in adaptive difficulty. Now, I'm not a fan of adaptive difficulty, but the attitudes that most people had, I really disagreed with, which was that it's like, oh, to make an RTS difficulty easier, you just make the enemy cheat. And I'm like, no, it's if you have a level playing field against a very strategic enemy, it's a completely different game than just a really dumb AI that can send more troops at you, It's like the fact that their build order is different, the fact that they can adapt to it as well. These are things that make the game interesting, You can raid them to try and disrupt a lot of their economic growth. You can be taken down by them despite the fact that you have more troops, and therefore you've got to play a lot more strategically. It adds a whole lot more fun into the game, and a lot of people just sort of looked through that and were like, nah, difficulty is difficulty. Difficulty's not just difficulty, There's something to it, I think. It's one of the things that I quite like about Age of Empires. For the most part, it is the case of like they do work more efficiently. Now, years later, I would find out, yeah, the AI did actually cheat at least a little bit, and now the modern AI doesn't, right? Because we've fully developed the Age of Empires. Like, you know, we've got to the point where the game, there are professionals playing the game, you know. So we know how to make the game run as efficiently as possible, and an AI can do that too. And so the games are more fun. It's one of the things that I think keeps Age of Empires really fun in this day and age, you know. It's never stopped being fun because of that, you know. So there's always been developments. I remember first watching back in the day of you know, two people playing on the because some recordings came with the Age of Empires Gold Edition that would basically, you know, if you looked at it, like, you know, it actually was a good way of learning how to play, because they actually told you some pretty much more advanced techniques than I was used to, what I was used to was build Teutonic Knights. But they were like, okay, no, build Longbowmen, right? Well, no, build Crossbowmen and build Champions. So that's a pretty decent thing to do. And so I started building Longbowmen and Champions, because it's what the Britons had, and they were slightly better. Then I stopped building Champions, and there was the carried again by my English longbows era, and then I switched to playing as the Huns, where I built Tarrakans, and I built Cavaliers, and I actually played with that for a really long time until I lost the disc. And I went back to the Longbowman strategy, and I stayed at the Longbowman strategy for like a long time. Like, I mean, about a decade, you know. It is a thing of like, I kept playing Age of Empires for that entire decade, you know. It was something, you know. And this is one of the reasons I feel like it's the best game of all time, you know. I accidentally moved my model. I don't know if I did. Whatever, I'm back to normal now. But yeah, it's fine. Oh, it's going to take a little while for me to actually be able to penetrate through this Greek defense line, just because of this rain. The sign towers, it is a whole bunch of just chip away at his economy. I can't do this all in one fell swoop. I think my ally probably could, but I don't know if he's got the resources to do it. I think he's been exhausted from the last few Smegan wars. I mean, look, he's got Smegan, what, 3 farmers going? Like, I've got like Smegan 15. I need 15. I need 15 to build more Smegan infantry. The problem is that all I can do is build infantry. I mean, there's a correct way of doing this, right? Which is to move up one of my woodcutters, right? I'll get this guy down here, right? Put him somewhere up here, right? Probably up here. And just build 9 of these. Yeah. 9. Right. So, how much of these? I really don't have much. So if I just keep up this attack, and eventually I'll have some barracks there as a forward base, I should just absolutely wreck everything that comes along. Especially because I do have my ally there, right? And as long as I don't have siege come along and absolutely destroy every base there, which is a possibility, it has happened multiple times before. In fact, it keeps happening every time I do this. But you know, so if I can try and bear it, then it becomes a good strategy, you know. gonna have to hope for the best though. Look at that, like, I've barely penetrated this line, right? I have penetrated it, there's a smashing whole bit of economics that's just bare now, but it's not what it used to be. There we go. A whole bunch of axemen, right? And I swear, they're not going to be able to do much, are they? As soon as I build this one, as soon as this one's done, I'm going to immediately run into a problem if I've got saying all the siege that green has on me, you know. And once again, saying walk up to there and destroy them all. I am hoping this works though. Well, like, it doesn't usually work. I just hope it works this time because at the very least I've done enough economic damage that it should work. You shouldn't be very happy after this. Look at that. So I've got to hide my troops right now. Nope, they've seen me. At the very least, I've also got an army on the way, so. Oh, crap. Yeah, okay, my VTuber studio is going to die off now, so sorry that you're not going to be able to get me doing everything anymore. I will be a blank spot on the screen. But well, as I said, I would have needed to complete this game in time if that was gonna be the case. Right, okay. More axemen. Hopefully this forward base works. Very much hoping that this forward base works. It doesn't quite matter what I'm making as long as I'm making something. And if it's closer to their base, it goes back into the fight. There we go. At least my backups arrived. Go back up. Please back up, win back up. I'm at least fighting them. I don't know if I'm fighting them off, but I'm fighting them. I'm just selecting them all and pressing the W key. I'm hoping that that's enough to win this battle. Yeah, I won the battle by sheer numbers. It's something. It's all I could ask for. Let's send this guy back down here, hopefully get more gold, because I'm running low on gold. Well, at least it's looking decent in terms of actually being able to do things. My allies winning in the south, I'm beating guys up in the north. There we go. The endless flood of men. That's their siege workshop. If I can destroy that siege workshop, they might not be able to build catapulters anymore. That would actually take me at a significant advantage. That being said, I need to figure out where their things are coming from, their academy is. It's a government centre. Market. Storage pit. No idea where the government centre is. Smeagol. How long have they been attacking that? Smeagol, of course. Oh, I found the rest of their village. Of course it was just behind the tree line. It's always just behind the tree line. Alright, okay. Yeah, this should be the end of them. There's no way they can economically recover from this. I'm going to send these guys directly into their town centres. As I run out of resources as well. So, as I said, troops on the ground. That's what I need. Ideally, good troops on the ground, and luckily, I found a swinging gold deposit that allowed me to do that. But it's swinging, even though it looked lost at the middle there, like, as long as I'm able to still contribute something to the team, I was able to do something about it. Like, I know that there are a lot of people who say that you should resign as soon as it looks hopeless, but swinging, you can. There's always more hope than you think, you know? Yeah, let's build a storage pit there. I don't need to. My economy's good enough that probably the swinging troops I've got in here are enough to destroy these guys. Yeah, okay, there's their academies. Yeah. Swinging. Absolutely wreck this area. Yeah, there's their barracks. Their barracks and their academies can smeg off. I'll make sure to also destroy their more northern areas as well, because they might just not give up if I don't. But what I hope is that if I destroy these things, then I'll also destroy them. One of the things. So the reason I like using the sort of legions instead of the academy units is just because of swinging how much you can make off them. So that they're good logistically. Logistics is what wins wars, you know? And in this case, literally the technology, logistics, you know, is good enough to win. There we go. Yeah, well that lasted a lot longer than I thought it was going to. Yeah, I didn't get the highest economy score. Not military. I didn't get the highest military score. In fact, I barely got a positive KD because of Phanosticles and this thing in Endless Tide. Yeah. Man, only me and one ally won. I was expecting that, you know, Smegen, I would get a much bigger advantage of that. Smegen, look at that. Smegen, my ally, yellow ally, just died immediately. Smegen. I mean, so did the Choson, but Smegen. The Yamato, Smegen. It was one of those things. Green almost had me destroyed there. Like, Smegen, you can see like, that I rebuilt Smegen. I rebuilt fast because that's the Choson strategy of heavy infantry is actually really good because of its flexibility, right? You can transition into trash, right? Not every Civ can do that. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream. This